Man. Whew. Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday, January 28th, 2026. It is night, and welcome to Knightcast. It is Joker's last day here as he is about to embark on a vacation to the Caribbeans tomorrow afternoon. So tonight is gonna all be about it's just gonna be all about fun, the positivity, and of course some of the news that we heard recently, but also we're here to have fun. Joker, my dear friend, what are we gonna talk about first?
Well, oh boy, we it's kind of a this is kind of that weird week where there's a lot of news coming out, but some of it's being positive. But oh boy, this is gonna be one of those years where I keep repeating myself constantly that remember to hug them, remember to remember them correctly, remember to give them tributes, whether you've known them personally or off screen, because in the world of entertainment and art form, you never know when it's going to be the last day. Some of our creators have come out and they've said that I know my time is coming up, but one of them said I don't care. Others are saddened where you go, they would, where you say, wait, who passed away? And it goes, oh my god! It's like I still remember when there's so many lists I could name. Like I had this weird. This is a weird thing because I was watching Berserk one day, and then Kentaro Miura passes away, or at least we found out he passed away weeks ago, and there was a private funeral. I was like, shit, man. And then I was watching Doctor No one day. Next day, the after in like even before lunch, Sean Connery passed away. I was like, God, freaking damn it! And then watching Lord of the Rings, I got a lot of surreal stuff. So I was like, man, this is surreal right now. I'm watching a lot of stuff again, and people are sadly passing away. So there were a few that caught me off guard here and there once this darn thing starts to open up. But there's a couple shocking ones from comic and voice. One of them I know is from a voice actor because one of them, if you know Handsome Jack, when we get to that part of the video, but this one's for the comic book people that
Ooh.
Phoenix, Vaughn, Joe M, and a few others, they would even start to say, "Wait, you kidding? I'm not joking when I say this." Saul, I can't pronounce this name, but Saul Buskman, hopefully I'm saying Buskman, hopefully I'm pronouncing that name correctly.
No, you got it
The
right. You got
comic
it
book
right that
art,
time.
the comic book artist best known for the Incredible Hulk, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Ram Space Knight, has sadly
Ooh.
passed away of 89. Since you're the
Rob,
big comic book guy, and I wish Phoenix or Vaughn or a few other people were here, you kind of were growing up with some of the stuff that was kind of coming out the door left and right a little bit.
oh,
So I'll let you speak.
yes. Um, this is actually a very sad loss because um, look behind him, the details and everything. You could just tell whose art style it was at the time. Yeah, we have Alex Ross, we have Sal, we have so many great artists out, like comic artists out there. But the difference between each of them is they have their own art style, the way they design the character, like the shading, the drawing and everything, and the cell shading on top of that. It's what really makes they pop in their own ways, based on what theme they were going for, what the colors they were going for, the color scheme, the outline, matching up within the lines, making it just pop so naturally. And Rom Space Knight is criminal. It's criminally underrated and unfairly less talked about because it was such an interesting comic. I wish it got more attention because it was actually pretty cool because it was outside of what would be Ghost Rider, um Silver Surfer, Galactus, and Hulk and all of them. It's nice to see that he delved into outside of the box, like outside of the box. and that's okay. No one would ever fault him for it, and that's what all comic artists do. Um, that's what they do. They expand their craft and their range beyond Spider-Man, beyond Incredible Hulk. It's like, hey, I heard a comic called Romp Space Knight. Tell me the premise, and then after the premise is done and all the transactions and everything, the art is written and the cover is done, and there you go. Now, guys, we have to remember there are, like we said, we are honoring not just an actor, not just the actress, not just the director, but also the people behind the scenes, like the people who have the sets, the people who do the comic covers and everything, and also storyboard artists. Those people deserve the recognition too because they put their heart into it, their finances, their dreams, everything to make this comic be successful. And Sal understood that. That is why he's one of the most beloved artists out there in the comic book world. I yield back.
I agree. So for someone who hasn't really grown up with these guys in the past, but with the current stuff that I am kind of reading, either through either indie or again like me and Anime Night going through a lot of manga stuff, it really does give you that sense of feeling like you know what they used to draw, you knew what who like the issues were. Like even when we talked about almost a year ago to this day that we lost a writer for who did the Incredible Hulk run that had, Todd McFarlane's wonderful inking. When that writer passed away, it was like, ooh, that was a good one. Because he was a good writer, and before he became a writer, he was part of the behind the scenes team for Marvel. He knew the X-Men family. He knew that team. So that's why for that issue for the Hulk, it's like, well, we could get Wolverine, but the X-Men guys are a little too sensitive about, licensing the characters to the other departments. So let me see who I can talk to. And I knew, and that gentleman, I keep forgetting, but yeah, I keep forgetting his name because Vaughn said I should know the name politely. But even he was like, I know who to talk to, and he's like, I'm pretty sure the next day it's like, okay, Todd, we have Wolverine. You got permission from Marvel to ink. You have permission. You can draw. You can ink your own drawings now. I will write for you. Let's go make the best issue possible. And lo and behold, they did. And I'm pretty sure the same thing could be said for Sal because whatever he was writing or doing all this stuff, I'm sure it's stuff that we all would love to enjoy. In fact, some people say, "Oh, this issue that you like, well, Sal was probably on that or elsewhere." But I think it goes to show what you even said, and everybody else will say that yes, behind the scenes or off or what their name is on there, you have no idea what goes into these products. And for these people, I salute you because I cannot be in that room with them. Yes, the dream as a kid's back in the day to say, I want to draw comics, I want to draw manga, I want to do all this stuff. Yeah, there's a lot more than just saying yes and no. You got to do everything. It's like, oh, okay, so. But this is a sad day for the comic book industry. A sad to a gentleman that I'm sure he was beloved by everybody. If you ever did conventions, hopefully a lot of you saw him and said, hey, I read your issues. Thank you, or inspire me to get into this industry. So to Sal, thank you for your hard work and blood, sweat, and tears. You will be missed, good sir, but you've earned a long rest. All right. Speaking about someone else, oh gosh,
Oh,
even I
oh,
wasn't expecting this one. You were sad
wow.
right away when I sent you this one. We have lost the Japanese voice actor
Now keep
for
in mind that this is important. It's the Japanese voice actor, not the English VA.
not
The
the
English
English,
V
the
the Eng
Japanese one.
the English VA is still with us. Before anybody panics, the English VA is fine. He's
We have
still here with
lost
us.
the English voice actor for Majin Buu, and at 70, still a young person, sitting up the last,
He
but
looks
almost
good for
a quarter of a
70.
century, but he still looked pretty good. Actually, he looked pretty good in some of the stuff I was kind of seeing here and there. So it's like, damn. I was like, damn. Akoze Shuhira passed away. Yes, he's known for Majin Buu, but he was also in Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam. He was in Blue Comet SPD. Obviously, yes, he was in the original for a few other stunts for the original. Yes, he got to be Boo, Gru, and a few others here and there. You probably also heard him in One Piece. This was Genzo and a few others. He was in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds for one episode. He was so he always got around. So he may have not done a whole lot of stuff, but he does like to do stuff. So this is kind of sad for me.
Yeah, it's so sad because I watched a clip of there was a clip that was posted in the comments section. It's when Majin Buu meets the blind kid and and Majin Buu, who doesn't understand like what illness is and all of that, he's like, open your eyes,
Oh
open your
yeah,
eyes.
he cured the blind guy. For
And
how
and
much of a villain he was supposed to be, this version of Boo, which we dub Fat Boo before you get to the more skinnier or Kid Boo, this one was more humbling. And I think that's because how Boo was curious about the world. But I think even before he met into Satan, this Boo was more innocent. And here's the thing: as much as Satan does get dunked on a lot for good reasons, Satan knew Boo like in that sense of way. It's like it's that weird connection they had, like two polar opposites. Yet Boo really liked Mr. Satan a lot, and I enjoyed the chemistry on screen, Japanese or English or any language, because I always thought those scenes were very funny, very wholesome, and even when something happened to the puppy, Boo's like, "Get out of here!" Like, run, get out, because I think Boo knew what was happening. And in GT, if you watch GT, sadly Boo has passed away, but even then, that reincarnation of Boo's self said, "Hey, Satan is the world savior." Because remember, everybody still believes he's the one who defeated Kid Boo, all those years ago, when it really was Goku and everybody else. I like that wholesome moment in the GT anime because it's like, Boo's still with us. But it's
exactly.
another legend that's with the Toriyama right now. I'm sure Akira's like, hey, about time. Now about that story arc I never got to finish for Boo. So, but it is sad because it's another legend. Gets a little smaller every year, but to those who got to meet him personally, thank you for meeting him. And good sir, thankfully your legacy is preserved through physical media. So I think we'll still be hearing your voices even when we pass away.
Yeah, it's so it's so this one caught me off guard though. This passing really caught me off guard. It's like, wait a minute, because when I saw Majin Buu, the voice actor, my mind went to the English VA. I'm like, oh no, and then I look, and it's the Japanese VA, and I was still sad. I'm like, damn, we're losing our legends left and right. But we hope and pray that he has his successor for this role already picked out before while he still had the chance to.
I know, like for the Majors actress, she didn't quite have a successor quite yet, but they were able to find one later. And I'm like, you know what? That's a good pick.
Hey Charlie, a troll, a bullet silence. What's up, buddies? But yes, and that's the thing about being a VA. I mean, and that's why I respect the ones who have perfected their craft and are willing to step aside and say, "Hey, you're my successor now. It's up to you. And that's what I really hope for when when industry VAs like this do step away because of health or if they're ready to retire. That should be the number one thing going into that field. But rest in peace, Kozo. We hope you had a fantastic life and a fulfillment in the end.
I do too. But with every bad, there is still a positive because it's fun. It's coming back. It's coming back. We are getting two Dragon Balls announcements. One of them being we're doing the Galactic Patrol arc now, so the continuation from Super is here. Sadly, the Akira Toriyama's successor, he's come out and said that they didn't quite credit me in this announcement since I wrote this with Akira or down the lines like that. So hey, do better. Credit the man, Toei. Like, come on, even Akira would have want that. Come on, that's a little disgusting in my opinion. Did someone just forget, or it's like, oh shoot, that better be the freaking case. They just forgot. But you guys should also remember, because I gotta pause as quickly as possible. It is also the 40th anniversary of the one, the only Dragon Ball. Think about that. 40 years ago, Toriyama started drawing everything, started to get the anime. People fall in
Oh,
love with it. 40 years of Dragon Ball. And for a tribute, they do different manga panels. They show you like in motion, coloring. I see you're getting a little teary-eyed. That's okay. I got teary-eyed watching this too.
that is so beautiful.
They
Look
It's a
at the
lot of
color.
different
Look at the
stuff like
color
this.
vibe. Look
I
at the
can't
color.
play this due to copyright concerns because we know how Toei is over there. But if you want to watch the full thing, it is on YouTube. Google it, Dragon Ball 40th anniversary. But for this commemoration, they got the badass himself, Mr. Hans Zimmerman, to do the music for this trailer. Yes, think about that. Probably one of the best composers in the world did the music for the special trailer, for the celebration, for 40 years of Dragon Ball. And I'm like, dude, no, wait, because my friend, you probably know Lily on Twitter, Philly Lily, like he kind of came at me. He's like, dude, look at this trailer. And I'm like, wait, really? I'm like, is this legit? Is this real? Like, it's not AI. Like, no, it's legit. It's real from the official Toei account and everything, and by Hans. I was like, wow. And I don't know how much Dragon Ball Hans watched or if he was listening to the Japanese score, but bravo, he channeled all the other composers, and this is up Hans Zimmerman's alley correctly. So I just want to say thank you to Mr. Zimmerman for doing this. You've captured the souls of so many manga and anime readers right now, and anime watchers right now. Because God, Zimmerman does not miss. Even something
He
that's
does
slightly
not.
bad movie, he might still bring his A game. Like even Chappie had some nice melodies here and there. But damn, that was, you know, something wholesome that he did. I just want to say. But that's not the only that's not the only news for Dragon Ball. Now you're all saying, dude, you, 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 how much news does Dragon Ball have? Well, it's the 40th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
So
Keep in mind, guys, me and Joker, when we're on the off days and everything before Nightcast, we both look this up just to get just a back and forth. Like, okay, Joker, should we do this? Or Joker, is this going to be good for news or skip it? We work with each other.
this is something that I had to say that I was like, So this one's online. So we got a new online Dragon Ball game, but it's called Age 1000, releasing in the year 2027, and it shall feature never before seen original characters by, yes, the master himself, Toriyama Sensei. So he got one last project in outside of Daima. So we get to see his work for the final time, and hopefully this is the last time, because kind of like when some things keep going on, so like, oh no, this is the last one. This is the last one he worked on. I get a little concerned for some people. I'm like, are we sure this is the last one? Because I know a lot of them. Because a lot of people who are still around before they pass away, they always said that um uh hold on Rick James, like he was working on a few projects with a few different people before he passed away, and the list can go on for there. So hopefully this is one of the legitimate cases, and this one is legitimate because it's like, damn, Toriyama's doing this. It's also kind of like online. There will be more elements, settings packed and everything. So I'm like, okay, so I kind of like what they're going for. Do I like the online aspect? I don't know quite yet, but we're gonna have to wait and see until we get more hands on it with a demo and more previews of it. Go ahead.
Hey, this is actually really cool because it's an original character we never seen before. Go back to Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. You will not find this guy. I guarantee you will not find him because this is a brand new character. Even the games don't even reference this character. And the cool thing is, it's an original character, meaning completely original, and Akira Toriyama already had it out the door. I am genuinely excited for this game, and keep in mind, folks, when it says online, we really do not know what it's gonna pertain to, if it's gonna be like Sparking Zero or Budokai Tenkaichi. We really do not know that detail yet. We're in the stages right now of what's being dropped and like, "Hey, this is coming. Keep fit keep up, keep this important." It's later, so, "Hey, we have this cool thing coming. Stay tuned for a title." And that's all that matters. It creates positive buzz. It still respects Akira Toriyama even though he is no longer with us, but we're seeing his work still. I mean, I could you could tell that's Akira Toriyama's work. You could just tell the facial
Like instantly
expressions.
for how the faces look, especially to me with the hair and how the line work is. Like this still screams Toriyama. I'm like, this is a
Look at
Toriyama
that. I
design.
cannot wait to learn about this character. I cannot wait to learn and find out where they come from. Where do they fit in the ever confusing timeline of Dragon Ball Z? Um, I'm so excited, Joker. I'm
The
genuinely
Super GT, even though kind of like GT's kind of like more of the end of the timeline where it is the big thank you and goodbye, because even Akira said that's meant to be like their excuse me for a second, as he said, like how Daima was, he said, I want these kids who grew up with Dragon Ball, who are parents now, to show their kids what Dragon Ball was, since that's GT, echoing the adventures of the original first half of the manga. And Daima, for all of us, is even when he said that this new generation will get their taste of what Dragon Ball was like. And Super Saiyan 4 came back. That was so fucking badass. That was so fucking badass. I still have yet to watch Daima. I think to me, I'm still a little hesitant. I think because I have a lot of other shows to catch up on, but also that's the last one he kind of gave the seal of approval. So yes, so I'm a little excited. I can't wait to see more. We'll keep you updated with this one. So we'll go from there. But I got a lot of movie news. So and I mean a ton.
Oh, we got the bikes. We got the bikes. Oh,
I got
that is.
I think I either have too many stuff that's quite open right now. Just out of respect of you not getting a freaking copyright, we'll go to some casting, some other stuff first. So, of the fear of the YouTube gods, this is what I got to work with. So, Mike Flanagan, one of my favorite horror directors out there. The guy's really fucking good at his stuff. You know, he made Ouija work. He's got the Doctor Sleep movie, which is even better than the original book, according to what some people will say. And you know, he's working on a lot more stuff. For his version of The Exorcist, he's finally got some more people on there. One of them being Diana Lane. For those who don't know, Ben Affleck played Superman in Hollywoodland, and she was Lois Lane. So, in a Batman v Superman, Ben Affleck was Bruce Wayne, and she was Miss Kent. Anyway, I like Diana Lane. She's a great actress. Mike's take on The Exorcist. This will be interesting to see along. And apparently, Miss Johansson's still attached to this, along with a Jacob Rupi. So this is a kind of an interesting casting choice from here and there. Now, knowing Mike, he's going to keep a lot of the bullshit out. So, I mean, with Mike, you get no bullshit. And if you guys don't know who Mike Flanagan is, well, I'm pretty sure some of you guys saw some shows on Netflix that he's directed. The Midnight Mass. Have you seen the Midnight Mass by any chance? That's on Netflix.
I haven't.
Oh my god, it is a limited series, very good show. I'm not gonna give this twist right away. I will tell you this though, there is a lot of monologue. With Mike, you will get a lot of monologues in his stuff. So be aware of that. Very good show. He also did was it the Midnight Man? No, Midnight Club. Sadly, that got canceled when Mike found out the news that oh crap, it got canceled. So he kind of released some stuff that here's what would happen. But he did do his take on the House of Ushers and other stories from Edgar Allan Poe that kind of were in the House of Usher. Granted, I do love his version a lot. It was very good, but also very, very long. I was like, oh my God, I knew what I was getting into, but Mike was such a great director. There was a lot of good stuff over there, but I was like, you know what, this was pretty good because it had a lot of Poe's short stories where all the titles do come from, and even the characters' names, not them all being ushers in general, but they were named after their their short story counterparts. So you kind of got an idea what's happening. But like with all Mike's stuff, it's going to be very good. Granted, I do agree with Lily, not everything needs to be a remake, but then again, The Exorcist has a ton of movies, so I'm not going to blame them. But knowing Mike, he will do this well and in his own way. So I do trust Mike a lot on this project. Go ahead.
Diane Lane is actually a great actress, and I'm good with this because she can act. She can actually do drama. She can do seriousness. And Mike Flanagan, he has the credibility of a madman. He makes stuff really good, and it's like, well, damn, already. And then with Scarlett Johansson and Jacoby Jupe, haven't heard of Jacoby yet, but I already know who Scarlett Johansson is, so I'm not even worried. Um, I cannot wait to see the first trailer to this movie. And no, ladies and gentlemen, from my understanding, it is not a reboot. It is not a remake. It's actually a different telling of an event. Because The Exorcist, because think about it, there are so many exorcisms in the world, but if you look at the movies, they are different. They are different characters, different victims and
So
everything.
it's
Not
not
all.
the movie that everybody knows that has the famous "I'm the devil," or where everybody gets the reference of the power of Christ compels you. It's a different movie. Even though they have The Exorcist, it's not going to be um, these that Exorcist. So
that's the misconception that I'm seeing, and we're here to correct that. Yes, it is under the Exorcist movie franchise, but it's not remaking of the original. It's not remaking of another one. It's its own story with a completely different cast, a completely different setting. And like I mentioned, exorcisms are everywhere. They are everywhere and do happen. Not one story is the same, ladies and gentlemen. There are very variables to it. And
All right.
that's what is and that's why the clear up is that. Now I understand people why people get upset about that. It's like, "Oh my god, they're remaking the old movie." No, they are not. It's a different story. It's a very, very different story with different characters in the setting, and that's it. It's not copying the original by any means. Every Exorcist movie is different than the other.
And some other news from DC, but while we're still waiting for Supergirl, Green Lanterns, and a few others, Sam Raimi was asked on directing a film for DC. If it had a good story and it's not a reach out of things we've seen, I would love to do it.
Oh, that shade. Oh, that shade. Oh.
Strangely enough, here's the thing. I think Raimi and another director, I think it was also Guillermo, they were at least candidates for a Justice League Dark movie. I would love to see Raimi's take on if when the universe gets more established for DC and we get our sorcerers or magic users here for of this current DC. I would love to see if they go to Raimi and be like, "We want you to direct a Justice League Dark movie. Will you do it?"
Oh, I have yet to see Joker. You know who we haven't seen on the big screen?
Swamp Thing.
Zatanna. We haven't seen her yet. I would love to you mentioned magic and everything. She's perfect. She is perfect and a complete and a different character outside cuz you, me and many others. We love our Supergirl. We love our our Batgirl, our Catwoman, Poison Ivy, the OG Harley Quinn. I wanna see Zatanna. Z I think Zatanna, Zatara, one of the 2. I
Zatanna.
Zatanna. I wanna see Zatanna joint be up there because she and
We got
remember,
her in
folks.
Smallville and Young Justice to Justice League and the Kevin Conroy or the Tim Miller Batman animated series. So we got to see her in those projects. Even
And remember,
Zatanna's live action counterpart, she from Smallville, she reprised her role actually for the DLC character slot for the first Injustice game. So she reprised her role for that game actually.
now, ladies and gentlemen, let me be very, very clear here, and I know Nick Phoenix and Vaughn and a few others would and Joker would back me up on this one. Zatanna is not a difficult character to do. Like Blade, she is a magician. She helped Batman learn how to do that disappearing act he always does and how to master it and everything. There's a story behind that. And also, he learned some of the stuff from her, how to do it, how to when to do it the right time and everything. That's how he was able to do that because he learned that trick from her.
I thought, really?
Yeah. Z Zatanna taught Batman how to
So
disappear.
every time everybody's like, well, we're going every freaking time. So Gordon should have been blaming Zatanna then. Wow.
I hope that is the correct backstory, but I am open to
I thought he just
rebuttal.
learned his tricks because he was a semi ninja from the League of the Shadows, and
But you're correct. You are right on that part. You are half right. You are half right. It doesn't dismiss the ninja aspect from the League of Shadows. It doesn't dismiss that one bit. You're fine. You're good, Joker. You're good. So
uh,
you are
Okay then. So, Mr. Raimi, my favorite comic book director, because you gave me the perfect Spider-Man movies. Go ahead and do it. Also, go see his new film. Not sponsored at all. Send help. I've been told it's Sam Raimi's return to the horror genre. He hasn't done a horror film, a proper R-rated horror film, in a long, long time. So
Yeah.
they said
Uh,
it's good. It's crazy. It's everything I want.
however,
So thank
ladies
you.
and gentlemen, I am open to a correction and everything. It's just what I remember where I remember reading and seeing, but I'm open to a correction here and everything. But that's where Batman got and Bruce Wayne got that ability to do that. Which is fun to learn, which is interesting when you learn just how deep this that's a new and Joker looks so shocked, like he's like, wait a damn minute.
I'm like,
What?
what? I'm like, really? I'm like, is that why she knows his name is Bruce? Because if you watch Justice League Unlimited, in one of the episodes where it's fun because Wonder Woman, Batman on patrol, one of them see all the couples walk by, like, come on, don't you think about this? He's like, no dating for the Batman. It might cut into your brooding time. And then he goes into the rules. I love you, Kevin Conroy. She destroys a statue. Next.
Oh,
Saved by the Bell. And it's
I love that
and
scene.
it's and it's Cersei. It's Cersei who shows up, turns her into a pig, and the only person he can think about going to is Zatanna. And then he's like, "What was that? A hologram or something?" And then she's like, "It's called sorcery, Bruce." And then she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Is that why she knows his name, legal government name, is Bruce Wayne? Is that how she knows it?"
Well, they work together and everything.
Depending on the issues we're talking about, and depending on which continuity, sometimes Zatanna's younger and she's dating Dick Grayson. Other times she is older and they might have gone on a date. Even the animated series says that Zatanna is one of the few women he actually does appreciate. So I'm like, it's there, I guess. So okay, but we're gonna move on. We can talk about this later. So anyway,
Joker. Meanwhile, let's let Joker recover his brain for a
we'll recover
minute.
for a little bit. I love Damien Chazelle. This is a great director.
Ooh.
Obviously, of course, he won the big award for Whiplash and La La Land. He gave J.K. Simmons his long overdue Oscar win. Rushing or dragging. I do appreciate First Man a lot because Giselle was known as at the time the music guy, the small feature film Whiplash, which then got the big boost to the theatrical film because in order to get money for La La Land, they were saying, no, we don't trust you. And I guess there's a small meeting with him and Jason Blum, and Blum's like, "Why don't you make a small film first?" That being Whiplash. And then some studios are like, "Do you want to make this a theatrical film?" And Jason Blum's like, "I'll help finance this through my company." Which again, don't forget, Jason Blum is a two-time Oscar-nominated producer. Think about that. The guy who produced all these cheap horror films to some really good horror films at Blumhouse is a two-time Oscar-nominated producer. Think about that. One for Whiplash, and then one for Get Out. Just think about that. That's got to be a story to be like, wait, you're an Oscar-winning producer or nominated producer? I'm like, yeah. Huh, wow. So anyway, we got this actress, Mia. I can't pronounce these. Some of these last names, my friend. I'm like, oh my god, I'm just gonna die one of these days saying someone's last name and butchering it up. So Mia 3 Appleton has been cast in the next film alongside Colin Murphy, Daniel Craig, and Michelle Williams. The film is described to be set in a prison. So, one area setting film, I have no idea what this is going to be about. But when you have these big stars on your project, I'm thinking, damn, this is going to be the best thing ever, or I'm going to be slightly disappointed. Just slightly. But I have faith. It's Damien Chazelle. He's a really good freaking director out there. So, and if you have yet to see Babylon, go see that. That's a film that I wish it didn't bomb, but it did bomb. But they're still trusting the man. So, good luck. I hope this kind of gets his name to recover a bit, and they can start trusting him again to make some of these big projects. Because I'm pretty sure at the Babylon Fall, he's like, I need to go small again and then do something. So I'm curious about this one.
Exactly. This looks really good, and it's as being set in a prison. Ooh, we haven't had a steady prison story. It usually ends with them breaking out and everything, and all
It's either
this
breaking out or some
going
of the
in.
stuff is in a prison, but this is it. So,
And Maria Templeton, Thempleton, sorry, she is actually a credible actress, and Cam Murphy, Daniel Craig. Look at that cast lineup, and keep in mind, guys, these are not A-list actors. You don't see Tom Cruise, you don't see Brad Pitt, you don't see Leonardo DiCaprio. Hell,
oh,
you don't even see Catherine Zeta-Jones. You're
I mean,
looking at
Craig is probably the most big name they got right here, but you also got Colin Murphy, so these are the two A-list, and then Michelle Williams. So it's still the A-list, but seeing her, I'm like, okay, she's. I know I've seen her somewhere before, but it's like, okay, but it's Damien Chazelle, which to me that draws my name. I'm like, oh, he hasn't made a film sometime, but he's still a freaking good director. But anyway, so we'll keep you guys posted for this one, and going from there, we do got some more anime announcements here. We're not quite done with the anime. Looks like the final chapter for Kaiju number 8 is being animated, and it will be the story's conclusion to the series. So, for those who don't know, Kaiju number 8, very good manga. I do recommend it. It has a very nice anime. The first season opening was done by home. I am still shocked they were a part of this. For the series. So okay, hold on. There we go. It was the first anime opening was called Abyss, done by Young Blood. I can't pronounce that name. Young Blood. But Abyss also had Imaginary Dragon a part of that song, and I was like, huh? You got probably the most well known American band out there, one of them, to help you out with the opening. Wow, that's it caught my attention right away. I was like, wow, Imaginary Dragon doing the anime opening. It's kind of badass, actually.
ooh.
So, anyway, for those who don't know, the synopsis of the story goes along as following: is this. The world does know about kaijus and everything, and the world's always under attack. But the ones in Japan are probably the most dangerous to the more destructive nature. But those who have reached a certain level in this magnitude scale that they got, they kind of get numbers. Obviously, this one is called number 8. And this right over here is the main protagonist, but the standout for this guy is that it does a way of the typical I'm a young man, maybe 15, maybe a little bit younger, on the main protagonist. No, he's in his mid-30s. And what I do like about that for the most part is that while he does retain some of the young protagonist cliches, at least we're getting the perspective from him being that, this is the dream I always wanted to do back as a kid, but I'm stuck on the cleanup crew, sadly. While my high school lover is all the way over there that I never confessed my feelings to, being the captain of the special of the other force troop. But as always, things aren't always quite as they seem to be. And as in typical shonen fashion, we need a plot to happen. E becomes one of the kaiju. I'm not going to tell you how it happens, but he's probably one of the stronger ones out there. And when one of our Twitter friends, were giving me stuff to look at, I was like, dude, number 9 looks like a badass here and everything. And I do have the mangas, actually. I do have a up here, actually. I need to start rereading this to get caught up. I do have several of the manga volumes because my manga store has these are actually pretty good reads, actually, and you have to read through the series pretty quickly. So I think I left off on volume number 7, and then I got to continue going onwards from there. But read it's pretty good. There's some really cool action. There's some cool mysteries to solve. Do I wish they do more with a little bit of his age being 30? I guess so, as much as the next guy, but there's only so much more you can do with someone's age before it's like, I need to get a plot going and do some of the usual shonen stuff. But one of the guy's dreams is that I wanted this studio to make it, and I want this studio to do it as well. And apparently they got his favorite 2 studios to do it. So it's like, hey, that was pretty cool because Studio Kara, Hideaki Anno's studio, does all the kaiju design. So like that's freaking badass, actually. And then I think it was one of the a different studio that he liked does the 2D design. So I'm like, sweet for the characters. So I'm like, pretty badass. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty good series. Check it out. I do give a recommendation. Check out the anime as well, which I'm drastically far behind as well. But that because they cover like almost not all the manga volumes of the first series because it kind of ends at a certain point. And I'm like, okay, that's gonna be safe for season 2 later. So, but check it out. The end is finally here, and we will have to say goodbye to Kaiju number 8 for the second time. So.
Oh, absolutely. It's so exciting that we're getting the final chapter. We're getting the final chapter to the conclusion of Kaiju number 8.
There for now. Okay, but this is going to be interesting for me because I've yet to even see even the original Lords of Flies. They had a young Kristen Bale in it. So apparently this is the new one, a new adaptation of the series, done by the written by the Adolescence co-creator Jack Thorne. So I don't even want to talk about this really, but I thought this would be interesting to bring up. If anybody has seen any versions of Lords of the Flies, let me know because I just don't know where to kind of begin with this one properly, actually.
Yeah, this is brand new territory for me on this one. Lord of the Flies. I haven't heard of this series to be quite truthful.
I know there was like a film out because it's based on a novel. That's the one that I know about. Like it's based on a novel, based on the 1954 debut novel of author William Goldman. The plot centers around a group of pubescent British boys who are stranded on an uninhabited island in their disastrous attempts to govern themselves that led to this descent into savagery. The novel's themes include morality, leadership, and the tension between civility and chaos. So I'm like, okay, there's stuff like that, but going just through a little bit of the stuff, you can kind of tell like these are the guys who were on the island initially for quite some time, and then there's stuff like these guys have no idea what's about to happen. But then you see shots like that in the trailer. It's like, okay, I can see where they're gonna take it. Will I watch this? Probably. But for me, I just have yet to read the books, or read the book, or watch any other adaptations. I cannot tell you definitively if this will be a good or bad. So, good luck. Hopefully, this is good. Adolescence did win big. Yeah, at these award shows. So maybe they're onto something. So maybe he's onto something with this. So we'll have to wait and see. But speaking about not waiting and seeing, Bloomberg team, they must have some money over there right now because they made a good Silent Hill 2 game. They're going back to Silent Hill 1. The new horror IP did well, 500 units sold, but we'll see if we're going to see a continuation of that IP or not. But there's a countdown here. I need your camera on for this one because Fatal should be here because look what's in the middle. Bloomberg Silent Hill 2 Chronos website teaser update. Some things never leave these walls. They only learn to wait. Reveal. Some things never leave these walls. They only learn to wait. See it?
Is that what I think it is?
Say the title.
That is Silent Hill.
Oh, look closely. What's in the middle?
It's a rose.
And I just said Fatal should be here.
Oh,
Rule of Rose.
Rule of Rose. What? Wow,
Is that
is
a
a.
Rule of Rose remake, or are we going to Silent Hill 1? I don't know.
Yes.
Because if that's a Rule of Rose remake, I'm going to say, how the ever living hell
How
did
did
they
this
get the
slip
license to
at
that?
us? How did this slip by us?
But again, we can kind of go to the website and everything. I'll go try to go to.
Let's see, 17 days. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no, I'll try to go like to the website because I think there's more like on the site because I'm like, okay, so for what's been posted versus what some people are posting, like kind of slightly on there.
So Monday, February 9th. Monday, February
Or
9th.
reveal on February 14th.
Oh, that's when you get back from your vacation, Joker. That's perfect
It'll,
timing.
it'll be there. It'll be there.
And that'll be our big news for that following Wednesday. Because I'm really gonna be watching this trailer and I'm ready. If that's intentional, that is clever marketing right there. Because remember, this is from Bloomer.
Has found out thy bed of crimson joy. Dark secret. Thy life destroyed.
Whoa, I'm ready. I'm ready. Man, I wish Fatal was here. He would be falling out of his chair right now, be like, what?
Thou art sick.
Thou art sick.
Invisible.
So I don't know if this is officially Rule of Rose. This could be Silent Hill as well. Could be either one. When I saw the rose, I'm like, is this Rule of Rose? But then you hear the audio, I'm like, no, that doesn't quite sound like Rule of Rose. It's in more of line of Silent Hill, like the original, because some things never leave these walls. They've only learned to wait. Who knows? I'll be happy either way. Like, who knows? I'm excited. We're going to keep an eye on this countdown. If we are right, if it's Rule of Rose, I will equip Sister Iris.
Mm.
But if we're not wrong, but if we are wrong and it's Silent Hill, I'll be like,
I'm happy. I'm happy either way. I'm
and
happy.
I don't know how much money they got over there, but seriously, I think Bloomberg is doing a better job now for horror because first I used to be like, yeah, I kind of don't like these guys, but they're proving me wrong. They got some good talent over there, so congratulations. Speaking about this, so Apple has landed the rights to Mistborn into a franchise, the Stormlight Archive into a TV series. The creator of the series, his name is Brandon Sanderson, and he will write, produce, and consult on all projects. So, what is Mistborn? You're saying, like, what the hell is Mistborn? Mistborn is an epic fantasy novel by the creator, known for its unique magic system, alchemy, high-style plots, and political intrigue set in a world covered in ash, ruled by an immortal emperor. The series is divided into eras, the first trilogy being Era 1, focusing on the rebellion against the Lord Ruler, and the second series, Era 2, Wax and Wane, takes place centuries later in a more industrial setting. And apparently these were trying to get into the works years ago. There was attempts to do a role-playing game, doesn't quite get out the door. Again, Apple TV, we're going to have adaptations. There's another attempt to do a video game series, but apparently this already crossed over with Fortnite, actually. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Back in the early 2000s, in the early 2020s, I'm like, okay. Interesting, didn't know about that. There's a board game that's kind of... Okay, let's see here. Yeah, there's a board game that came out to work, developed by Crafted Games and designed by Kevin Wilson. That's known as House of War. The first board game set in the Mistborn world. Okay, and there's apparently a deck building game called Mistborn Deck Building Game, and there's some audio adaptations. I'm like, okay, so, but judging for me by the cover of this, if I saw this like in my school library, I'd probably say I want to read this. So it's kind of interesting that he's getting this works, and here's the smart thing: he's a part of all of it. I wish the Witcher co-creator was a part of the Witcher stuff for Netflix, because then Henry Cavill wouldn't leave. So writers, please don't lose creative control. I think this is the smart thing to do. You hold on to your IPs, you hold on to them, and if anybody wants to do the work, you just say, hey, I'm in charge, or you're not getting this done. Go ahead, Anime.
Ooh, this is a lot to unpack. Into a film franchise, into Stormlight Archive, into a ooh. I bet Brandon Sanderson. If I were him, I would be ecstatic. But as long as he maintains the creative control, like how Oda is with One Piece over there at Netflix, I am hoping he's like, hey, this is how it's supposed to be, and he gets the final say. Nothing moves because the number one rule is, ladies and gentlemen, nothing moves without that person's say. Nothing moves. Everything should stop there with him. And that's completely fine. But I'm excited though. This is gonna be really cool.
This would be really cool, really be interesting. So there's that as well. But or again, you could be like some of the more recent stuff, like what happened with George R. Martin right now, with how things are rocky with him and the showrunner with House of Dragon. It was like, first we did a really good job of like collaborating with all of this stuff and how things were great. But then Ryan started to not listen to me. It became more of that yes man type of situation that hardly anybody likes, because happier times, and then things would change, and Martin is not wrong, and stuff like this happens. You find that right partner, it's like, and then suddenly things get a little rocky, and then it just goes to, oh, go away, you stupid ads, to kind of what House of Dragons has sadly become nowadays. It's it's stuff like this happens. It does happen. Like even Phoenix says, like when you work in this type of medium or in project, really, it is a team collaboration. You got to be a team on this. Yes, there's going to be arguments. There'll be yes and no's, but you got to work together on this. It is a collab after all.
Alrighty, Joker, what do we got next?
Okay. Whew, okay. So, and speaking about someone we already talked about, are you ready for the Prince of Darkness to
What do we...
return? I just said it.
Yes! Yes!
All right.
Yes!
So, yes, here it is. We've all waited for this day. The first look at Henry Cavill in the Highlander remake, directed by Chad Stahelski from the John Wick franchise. And I just have
this.
to say, I expected worse, but knowing Henry Cavill being the nerd and Chad wanting to do this right, and even Chad said years ago, we will have the Queen song, the Prince of Darkness for this. This couldn't be any more better.
Oh wait, it's Princes of the Universe.
Prince of the Universe? That was Prince of Darkness.
Nope. No, it's it's the Princes of the Universe. That's the song. That's the Highlander.
Oh, there it is.
Believe me, I want
There
that song is stuck in your. That song has a right to be stuck in your head. That it has every right to be stuck in a person's head.
And we better hear the song "Who Wants to Live Forever."
Oh, that too. There you go. Actually, Henry Cavill. I can't think of a better actor. Henry Cavill is perfect. Well, but here's the thing though. He's the right person for this movie because, as Joker stated, he's a nerd like us. And keep in mind, this man walked out on Witcher after the creative differences because he wanted to stick to the source material, and the people told him no, and that's when he's like, "Fine, I'm not renegotiating. I'm just gonna walk out. I'm gonna do this scene and walk out." And that's not a bad thing, ladies and gentlemen, because if you are passionate enough about that, and you walk away with like dignity and be like, no, I'm gonna go find something better. This is the way to do it. And you have Chad, from from the director from John Wick, which is a double bonus because I love the John Wick movies. I trust Chad. I trust him because he can make a story. He can make the story that has your attention, is like, and keeps the focus going. There was never a dull moment in the John Wick movies in all four, from what I've seen. Not a dull moment. Everything has a reason why the pace is there, why it's pacing like that. Highlander is no exception because Duncan MacLeod is over 400 years old, from the hills of Scotland, and that whole journey and everything. And he has the sword. There's the sword right there. There's the sword. There it is. And also, when and the lose and the funny thing is they don't use guns in that show. Well, except for the one time when he was like fighting I think he was in the it was during the early Americas in the Wild West days. That's the only one I could think of at the time where he did use the gun, when he did use a gun and everything for that time period, which made sense in a retrospective like that. However, his mainline weapon is the sword, and they fight to the death. They fight to the death, where the loser um loses not only his head but his powers, and that gets put on to Duncan, or whoever beats Duncan, they gain his powers. Now I want to know who the Watcher is, who the Watcher is. I wonder who's going to play that role, because now I'm curious. And also the sidekick. The original actor who played the sidekick, I'm trying to remember his name from the show, is no longer with us. He has long since passed away. Um,
I
I
don't
would.
think we have a release date quite yet.
No, there's not a release date yet.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah, if you read the private chat, so I literally, in summary, I literally had the series at one point, but I made an oopsie as a kid, so I could have been talking with all of you guys about like, oh, I know which character we're talking about or this or that, but I made an oopsie.
Not that I'm aware of yet, Bullet Silence, but we really don't know yet of who is going to be who after this. But
Okay,
Henry Cavill is Duncan
okay,
McLeod. This is
we no.
good.
Apparently, I'm going to on IMDb right now,
Oh, oh, we have an update.
so we
But
do have an IMDb stuff. Oh shit, really? Or are they just guessing? Because
our,
Google's giving me one thing, and then like the
mm,
cast is saying another. So I'll just read it off right now. So Google is saying that Henry Cavill is in it, Dave Bautista's in it, Kevin McCain's in it, Jason Connery, Justin Lin, and then there's a, we'll say, questionable right now, both Keanu and Ian McCain. So questionable. So I'm like, could they work? Possibly. I don't know. So then I'll go to IMDb here. So because this could just be well, this is obviously official, but I don't know like really who's all going to be here. So like I said, so some of them do match up. So if Bullet Sign wants to know who could be it, so maybe Dave could be this character. It could always change. You never know. We got someone by the name of Marissa Alby as Brenda, Karen Gilligan as Heather. Again, take this all with a grain of salt because this could change, this could flip flop until we get set photos released. So again, from Google, Kevin McCain does seem to match up. Dan Lin, Jin Zong are still on here. So it's kind of like I don't know who to trust. To wait and see. We shall wait and see until there's an actual trailer and photos. Also, if half the people on this list aren't in it, I'm gonna be like, okay, then who's all in it then?
but at face value, but at face value though, what we do know what's in front of us from who we saw in that post, Joker. Right now, officially as of today, Henry Cavill
Is confirmed.
is is confirmed.
Still,
At at
he's
fa-
still
at,
confirmed.
at face value, what we have with based on the info we have right in front of us right here, the proof is in the pudding. Henry Cavill, yes, I'm all for this because my second pick here's the thing. My second pick Joker would have been Jason Momoa because he does have the build. They both have the build, and he has the long hair too. But then again, we have seen Duncan I think we have seen him with short hair at one point. I know Adrian did cut his hair short a little bit here and there. I could be wrong. It could be my childhood memory just fucking with me, but I'm for this. I am for this, but I cannot wait. It's gonna be awesome. This is gonna be good. It's in the right hands. You have the director who is no, don't bring Brian May into this. You leave that poor man alone. You leave that poor man
He needs
alone
to
there,
sing it.
Bullet.
He needs to sing it. He's got to sing the song. So by law, Brian May has to sing it.
Mhm. Well, that is true. That is very true. Um,
So we'll see. Okay, so finally I got this to work. Yes,
oh,
out on April Fool's Day. The Super Mario Galaxy movie. It feels like they took the biggest complaint from the first movie of there's not really a plot here, even though I'm just going like, excuse me, excuse me, people. Mario's not meant to have a plot. You just Princess Peach is in another castle, go stop Bowser, and that's it. So simple. I don't need anything else. But it looks like for the writers, they took that lesson to the heart of it and said, okay, we'll still give you the adventure, we'll give you a proper story. And yay, a proper story. There's the bikes and the go-karts. There's the desert planet from Mario Odyssey. There's all them going in the temple with the little sombreros hat. We see them light up and everything. Thank you for having the power. Thank you. Fire plan. And yes, this looks so good. It looks so good. Thank you. Now I get to see Luigi power up. Yes. Like I said, it looks like they took all the complaints and it's like, all right, let's give them a proper
oh,
movie.
there's Mario in the flower power up suit. The white and the red, the fireball. That is correct. That
Fireball,
is
and we'll go
correct.
back to Luigi over here.
See,
He has it as well.
look at them. Oh, yes, yes.
Looks way better than the original.
That is way better. And that fire flower, if you can get the fire flower in the frame, that is actually correct.
Yep, Fireflower is in the flame, man. So right there.
Oh, that transition. That transition. Look at that. That is
It's actually a
how.
clean transition, not gonna lie. Don't sue us, Nintendo, please. We're giving you free publicity right here, right now.
And we're excited. You like excited fans. Yes. You like
Yes,
excited
the
fans.
transition is nice. This actually looks way much more better than detailed than the last movie, which is still pretty good, but this looks way better.
But to be fair to Skydance Studios, I'm sorry, no, Illumination. To be fair to Illumination here, this was their first big major movie of a huge IP. So it
When you
wasn't
do look
perfect.
at them, what they made in the past, it's like, Despicable Me
It was not
movies,
going to
they
be
were,
perfect. It was not going to be perfect, but it got the
but it
story
was their best
across.
looking one at that time. They had the right styles and animation. I think even they knew that we cannot use our own and use that same animation art style direction for this because this is Mario. If we did like the Despicable style, it would look very
Goofy.
a little too goofy. Mario does lean to the more that cartoonishy.
Yes.
Yes, they did the spin-off of Minions. I felt like they had more better backgrounds in Minions, but then you look at Minions 2, I'm like, they had the better backgrounds because obviously they learned from the Mario movie, and it's like, yeah, let's just do that. But here they've done a much better job. Animation looks better, the designs look great on all the cast. So, and look at that, we're seeing more the green tunnels, so the green tubes. So it's like, ooh, what are they gonna find? What are they gonna find in here? And well, we know that look. He was teased at the end and at the climax.
Oh, Yoshi! Yes, he looks good. He looks good.
So it does look like Yoshi will be part of the party in here. Obviously, I don't quite know where Peach is at with Mario with all the fireballs. So we're probably in Bowser's castle somewhere.
That looks to be the castle.
Yep,
That
the same
is
floor.
that
Yep,
is the cat. Yep,
there
that
it
is.
is. That's below, but there's some hints over here and there. So this looks like to be the castle. But obviously, we're getting Bowser Jr., so Jr. is here as well. So somewhere. Awesome action.
Oh, that is
I love this.
cool.
I hated this guy showing up in the first Mario
This
game
guy is
every
back.
freaking time.
Oh.
Every freaking time. I hated that level so much as a kid. I was like, go away. Why are you following me?
Why
Wasting
is
all
he
my levels.
here? Why is
Now,
he here?
nowadays, as an adult, I just do what real life Peter Griffin does with everybody. Just take the secret shortcut and you can beat the game in a few minutes. I'm like, that's what I do every time now. What? You think I'm going to play through that dreaded level again? You think I'm gonna go through the nightmare of some of those levels back on
It
the
caused more
early
gray hair. It
days?
caused more gray
No,
hair.
no, no. I'm just gonna take the secret shortcut, select world number 9, and beat the game. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And
Oh,
of
I hope
course
he
with
gets.
Yoshi.
There's the
Is this
frog suit.
is this a
That
costume? Like,
that is the frog suit. That is the
okay, it is
frog
the
suit.
frog suit.
That
It
is
is
the frog
canon.
suit confirmed. Yes, that is the frog
Frog
suit.
suit
It is
confirmed.
correct. It's
We
correct.
got Yoshi's
Color.
little egg over here as well on the side with the sticker of pink.
Oh, that's
So they
cool.
went all out for this.
Real quick. The frog suit is correct. The eyes are correct. The color is correct. The bright green is correct. The way Luigi is sitting is the correct pose. Because remember, when you do get the frog suit, you're hopping like a frog. So yes, the posture is correct. The color, the style of it is correct. I can't wait to see the transformation of it though when he gets it. And the Yoshi egg, spot on. These people really did their homework, Joker. These people, and that's what we like when you do the homework and make it as close to it as you humanly can, but in their style, but with the same. Well, technically not in the same style, but close enough to match the original to Nintendo standards, and it becomes passable. You know you did something correct.
I mean, Miyamoto was happy with the movie. Reggie was happy. No, Reggie was gone by that point. A lot of Nintendo employees, current, those are coming in, they said they were really, really happy with the first movie and how well it was. Like I said, Brie Larson is Rosalie, and I'm like, really, Brie Larson? But that performance so far, I was like, wow. Like again, joking aside, like she really brought her A game. She confirmed that, yeah, I'm a gamer. I'm like, girl, you are a gamer. You nailed her
And
off the
and
bat. I
and
was like,
and
wow.
and the hate was so misplaced. I mean, we just
Grant, okay, part of that I will speak first. Part of that, she's a very good actress. She did win for Room for Best Actress. Well deserved, very good movie by the way, based on a true event, a true story. She learned she can, you can tell she can handle a cheesy film with King Kong Skull Island, but it's when Captain Marvel was out the door. That's when she got the attitude. And we were in that weird climate at the time with entertainment where it's like a little bit girl boss, girl power, but with all that dying down now, I can give her her just dues by saying that, you know what, she is good when it does count. Maybe she just need to get away from Marvel, from all that drama, be like, you know what, I don't need this. So thank you, Brie, for kind of seeing the light a little bit. And I do like to say I do apologize as well because, you know, I'm like, ha 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 ha. But like I said in that first statement, I said that I will give her flowers. She deserves it. Do I want her as Samus? No, no, thank you. We need to find someone special if we're gonna do Samus. Now her voice as Samus is completely different, so we'll see. But going back to this is like, damn, this is still looking freaking good. And I mean, they got Yoshi. Like, look at this little guy. Look at this look at our little dinosaur buddy. That's my buddy.
but keep going through the whole thing, Joker. Keep
Okay,
going.
so I'll go a little bit more further. Obviously, we got Peach. I think I want to say it's that Daisy over there. I don't know because it looks like
Oh, there's one of the toads. Oh,
on the
there we
toad.
go. We saw the suit. Oh, we see the suit. That's gonna be the most replayed. I'm calling it right now. That is gonna be the most replayed scene from that movie on YouTube and YouTube Shorts.
Oh yes, it will
Bar
be. Bam.
none. Bar
Awesome,
none.
awesome. Oh, okay, hold on.
Oh, that is so gorgeous.
And we do see what was her name again?
That's Birdie. That's Birdo. That's
That
Birdo.
So
Birdo.
Birdo
Yes.
was hinted. Like even the first movie when they went past like all the Yoshis and Birdo, you kind of do see someone who looked like Birdo. Like even though that one didn't have the ponytail quite yet. So this is Birdo.
And
This
she
is the
has the
one
bow.
who loves Yoshi. This is the one who loves Yoshi unconditionally, even though Yoshi doesn't like her. I'm like,
Let's see. Let me see real quick. Okay. The bow is correct. The bow is in the right place. It's on the top of her head.
she got the big white nose.
She has the egg. The egg is coming out. That's the egg move that she does. That she fires eggs at you. Sometimes fireballs. It just depends. It
I
depends.
don't remind me of the fireballs. Yep,
Yeah,
there's
oh,
the egg
yep.
coming out.
There's the egg attack.
So they nail the animation, and then like Daisy blocking. So this is 100% confirmed to be Birdo. It looks like they're in the casino. So this is like that casino.
That has to be that is oh, it is a casino, but I'm trying to
It's
remember
not from
where.
Odyssey or I know this is Galaxy, so it's got
This
to be.
it has to be in Galaxy because this is the only way I could think of that makes sense.
I don't see it in Was it in Galaxy? No, I think one of the Mario levels does have a Galaxy. It has a casino in there, but if Birdo's here, someone else is going to be here. Obviously, we got Peach, of course. Obviously, with her umbrella blocking the attack, I was like, come on, this is 100% Peach right here.
Yep.
So I still like Peach's design here. It was a little weird at first, but I still love
Because look at it's more polished, it's more vibrant.
I just love her actress so much. They hire the right one. This is why you get Anya Taylor-Joy to just let her voice Peach in all the other movies. I don't care. Just hire her back. I'll be one ticket for Mario. So yes, I absolutely love it, and obviously, they're all going through the portal, the tube here. So something's going on here. Obviously, that guy's back again. This is why I avoid all the levels. Just that son of a bitch is there waiting for you. This guy right here, making your day miserable. Obviously, more Mario with the Toads, and obviously Yoshi's in a lot of these shots. So obviously Yoshi is our wonderful companion. He was the companion when Mario was a baby in Mario Yoshi Land. So I'm like, yes. So it's just nice to see how more wonderful, vibrant these worlds were. Because in the first movie, despite the
thank you,
Mario
Neri.
Party, thank you,
It's
Neri.
Mario Party.
I
Okay,
knew
that
it was one of the games. I was
one.
like, mainline or spinoff was like, it's a Mario Party. But you really never could really appreciate some of these worlds. Like Donkey Kong, like I always want to explore more Donkey Country. But obviously with the 90 minutes.
Is this Toad Village?
I
see the different Toads.
Toad Village, it's somewhere because you see them more with decorations, lightings. A lot of the Toads are around here, so we'll probably wait and see until we get later into the movie. And obviously,
that's a good shot. That is a
just them being cute.
There's
a dinosaur here.
That's correct. That is correct. Yoshi is a dinosaur.
Dinosaur per se.
For the most part.
For the most part, there's a little weird little green. Oh, hold on. There it is. You gotta slow it down. There it is. There it is. It comes out.
It comes out. There's the tongue. Tongue.
Yep. That's right. That's the. Yep. And that's how he also gets his power-ups.
Oh. Wow, Joker. Good thing you freeze framed it because I didn't even see that thing disappear until you went back to like, wait a minute, that thing's missing. But you see, guys, this is genuine hype. We're not hyping it up because of this, that, nor are we paid to do it. This is genuine because we're all fans and we like what we see.
So I'm getting excited again. Nintendo, don't copyright us. Please, we are giving you free publicity for this.
Oh, poor Toad. Oh, Toad, you misunderstood person. Always getting the worst of it. Believe me, we all are over here. We're going insane.
Once again, Charlie Day is gonna steal every freaking scene in this movie because he was just perfectly casted as Luigi. I was like, that's what you get Charlie Day for. I'm like, I can hear his laugh now. Now I just need Danny DeVito as Wario. Give me Danny DeVito as Wario, and we're good to go.
Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I know a lot of people were bitching about Rosalina But
She's
there's
good.
but I get what they were doing with that scene. They were showing, not telling. And no, it's not girl boss bullshit. Don't give me that. It's
No, it's not.
Rosalina. It's
Rosalina's always
Rosalina.
empowered. She was always powerful. And she's
Yes,
flying on
and
a comet on light speed, if not faster. She's flying on a comet. And in a
yes.
Mario game. Like, she can do that. So
I'm,
far as
ama- I'm,
Mario.
ama- I'm, a- I'm amazed Kirby is not filing a copyright lawsuit against Rosalina for that. I'm
Yeah, because
amazed.
Sakurai signed his soul to the devil. Oops. I mean, Sakura sold his soul to the nice, kind people of Nintendo. So
but joking aside, ladies and gentlemen, Rosalina had the perfect scene
she's
right there
perfect.
for the trailer. It made sense because it's like,
And also, I was
hey,
just like, another one with Mario. I was like, okay. So I gotta wonder if this is through Rosalind's perspective, giving them on this wacky adventure, or she probably will meet up with them in the movie, because you don't have a scene like that and not
but
have her encounter Bowser Jr. somewhere, and then the
but
journey
you're
kicks
also
off.
correct about another thing, Joker. I did not see Donkey Kong in here. I
Yeah, at
wonder
least.
I wonder if they're just holding that off until the full movie. He's got to be somewhere in here. I may not like Seth Rogen. I could care less about him. I could really give a care less.
As long as I get Diddy Kong again, then I'll be fine. Damn it, too, Diddy Kong. You should have
I
heard our reactions at theater when we saw
I
Diddy
know.
Kong.
I should have been there. That would have been peak. You know what? I want to see Candy Kong for reasons. Reasons, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll leave it at that. But it was
Again,
cool to see
Rogan said
Diddy in them.
he wouldn't mind doing a. I mean, a lot of them said that we would mind doing spin-offs. Charlie said he wants to do a Luigi Mansion movie. I'm like, yes. Rogan
See,
said, I don't
this
mind
is
doing Donkey Kong movie or something within that line period. So Mario
here's
is kind of made for this with these vast amount of characters. Plus,
here's the
you
things
see the
like
Croc family.
here's the mainline thing though, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's like, oh my god, spin-off, spin-off, spin-offs. Oh my god, MCU, blah, blah, blah. The difference between this and the MCU is that the Mario Galaxy, the director and the people behind it know what they want. It's like, okay, we are gonna do, and it has direction. We're gonna do the Luigi Mansion. We want to do that. We want to do Donkey Kong Country. I would love to see that. Um, what's another one? Oh crap! But those
Like
two
the
for
Luigi
those two for
Mansion,
now.
Donkey Kong
Those
Country.
those two
A
for now.
Mario
I would.
Racing one would be a little. I mean, they could do it, but it's the racing games. So I was like, could,
Nah,
but it
we're
would be a
good.
good attempt.
We're good with the one seat with the scenes from the
I'm
Mario
fine with
movie
what we got with Rainbow
with both.
Road in the first one. That's probably the closest you're going to get to that type of racing. Again, you could do stuff with Mario Sunshine. Just do the Pokemon, do it like Pokemon Connoisseur. Not that art style, per se, from Pokemon, I mean, Concierge, but do it with like, it's just Mario and company having a nice laid back day, going like, Mario, after saving New York City, saving the Mushroom Kingdom, and now the galaxy, it is nice just to sit back and relax. Uh-huh. Luigi, you can say that again. And then something goes wrong. I'm not fixing that. You go fix that. All right, fine. Just have Mario fix stuff on the island that something goes wrong every episode. That would be that would be funny, with good humor, relaxing. You can still have, like, again, Bowser Jr. be a semi-threat, or you have your villains of the week type of thing, and kind of go like that way. So I can see Sunshine actually working like a small passion project, bridge the stuff together. So kind of do it that way. But of course, it's not a Nintendo trailer without having one more stuff with our boy Yoshi. He's got it. He's got it. Look, they did it.
They did it. There's
Baby
baby
Mario.
Luigi. There's baby Luigi. Baby Mario. We got him. Yes.
I'm
Yes.
so happy. I'm so happy. They did it. Now, is he gonna cry? So he better cry.
Oh, and I want Yoshi to throw the eggs. I want Yoshi to throw the eggs.
Oh, there he is, Big Daddy.
Big Daddy Dinosaur.
So he finally showed up. They did it.
Oh, it's Big Daddy Dinosaur coming to Dino fuck everybody.
Yes. That's funny.
Oh no. Wait, what is Yoshi holding? Go back.
Is that the,
What is that? What the
I
heck?
think that's what.
What is that? Oh,
It's
that
from
this is
the
gonna
toy.
this is gonna bother me. This is gonna
I
bother me
think
for
that's
a
what turned
week.
Mario. I think that's what turned Mario and Luigi into babies. Because if you look at it, there's this little slider.
Oh, okay. I see it.
I think there's some buttons that actually turn into baby because there's no way they did this on purpose. I think it was by accident, and because they're probably
Oh, that
screaming,
is perfect.
attracted the Big
Tease.
Bad Daddy T-Rex. And love the shot. Thank you so much.
Oh, this is. Yep,
Like I said,
I'm
they,
definitely
they
going.
took the
This is
complaints, and now we're getting a purpose.
and guess what? Guess what, Joker? I'm punching my ticket. I'm gonna sit my
I'm
ass.
there day one. I'm bringing all my buddies again. I think this and Batman. No, this and
I'm gonna wait till after
Into the
open. I'm gonna
Spider-Verse
wait
are
till
tied
after
for most.
opening weekend. I'm gonna wait till after opening weekend to go see it. I'm gonna wait.
I'm gonna be there day one, opening night for sure. The first Mario movie and in animation at least, and Into the Spider-Verse, they are tied for the most times I went to the theater to see a single movie. So they're both tied at number 4. We'll see if this movie gets to number 5. So that's the record for me to beat. So, and I just love how they animate these guys. They go like, they're like. April 1st, see it in Dolby Cinema in real 3D and IMAX 3D. So, Nintendo, you're welcome. And if you copyright this video, we don't care. We'll private it.
If we
But
have
we just
to.
want to give our honest reaction because you guys are killing it. Now, Nintendo, I got one more thing for you. And you will do it. Make the Smash movie now.
Tease
Make
it. Tease it, damn it.
Give it to Kyoto Animation. Give it to Studio Madhouse. Give it a Bones. Let's make it. Let's make it happen. We got Sonic. We got Mario. Hell, you can finally put the Devil May Cry cameo in there. Do it. Sakurai, you are not directing the movie. I am putting you on the producing spot. You will make sure you are the consultant to that because Sakurai, I don't want to see you die, man. I swear, almost every time he does a new project, I'm just concerned about the man. Because the last time he made the Smash game, he was literally bringing IV into the office. I'm like, dude, like, I love you, man, but you're going to kill yourself one of these days. For those you don't know, Sakurai is definitely a workaholic to the job, but I am concerned about him. Because even his employees are saying, are you okay, man? Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm just like, whoo. My brain is. I'm genuinely excited.
I'm excited. It's going to be a big movie with all the families of friends again, so.
I have a feeling this is probably going to be the blockbuster of 2026, bar none.
It probably will be the blockbuster of 2026. This will definitely be up there for what I'm looking for. So currently, the new project by the Spider-Verse directors and 21 Jump Street director, the new film project, Hail Mary, is actually 2 hours and 36 minutes. Originally, it was reported to be 2 hours and 49 minutes. Woo! But so that's still several minutes less, but this is going to be a very long movie. It is an original project. I have always championed for new projects. We got Ryan Gosling. He's going to save the world with an alien life form. This movie looks a little weird, but I am excited to see this nonetheless because they still leave some mystery here and there, and it's one man saving the world with a companion. So I'm excited. I'm excited. So woohoo! I think it's out later this year too. Hold on, let me just double check. It is an original film, but it's also based upon Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. So, premise: wakes up in spacecraft with no memory of himself or his mission. He slowly deduces he's a sole survivor of a crew sent to Taos Cite solar system in search of a solution to a catastrophic event on Earth. In his search for answer, Grace must rely on his vast array of scientific knowledge, sheer ingenuity, and the human will, but he may not be, but he may not have to search alone. So this is something that I love to see. And of course, the cinematographer is Greg Fraser. And if you're like Greg Fraser, yeah, this is the guy who did the Batman, Rogue One, both Dune Part One and Part Two, and many more. So you can already tell by looking at by the still image that this movie is gonna look beautiful. Also, this guy did Godzilla, the first one. I think no, that was somebody else did Godzilla. There we go, Zero Dark 30. So I'm excited. I'm very much excited for this movie. I can't wait to get to that. But I got some more announcements. The
Ooh.
crossover coming to Dead Cells is Blaze Blue, known as Blaze Blue Entropy Effect X. So this is a crossover between Dead Cells and the Blaze Blue franchise. So you can play this update very soon. Enjoy the free collab at launch. I believe this comes out on. Is this out now or is this out later?
Ooh, I wonder when this is gonna come out.
Okay, hold on. The PlayStation Store comes out. Hold on. That's 30 days. Game information. Come on, where's it? Aha! Comes out next month on the 11th. So congratulations! You can play the brand new game. I think this is a brand new game. Hold on, let's see. I think it is. So this comes out on a big collab. So it's not an update to Dead Cells. It's like a new collaboration that's in work. So congratulations to Blaze Blue fans and Dead Cells. Now if we get a proper sequel, remake, whatever to some of these games. So, but here's something that you and I were excited for. We told you the
Yes,
best animation movie last year.
yes. This
Yes,
is what we like
someone
to
gave
see.
our favorite movie some love. The Looney Tunes movie. The Looney Tunes. The Day the Earth Balloons Up. The Day the Earth Blew Up. A Looney Tunes movie has been nominated for Best Animation Film at Saturday Award. So congratulations to Ketchup Entertainment for saving this. Congratulations to all the artists and animators for Looney Tunes That Blew Up.
Hey,
And to our
remember,
voice actors. You guys did it. You were nominated, so congratulations to the nominees. But they weren't they weren't the only ones nominated. They also had Creature Commandos. It welcomes well, mostly this was here for best animation feature film, but the other one that was nominated what looks like to be that, that's for the WBs on the side of things. So congratulations.
I'm so proud of the day the Earth blew up because remember, folks, when I did that video, why why Looney Tunes The Day the Earth Blew Up needs to succeed in the box office. It will lead directly to Coyote versus Acme finally getting the green light. And look what happened. And keep in mind, guys, I did not have insider information. This was a ballpark guess and prediction. And look what happened. The movie came out, did very well on its opening weekend, and we got the green light from Coyote versus Acme from Ketchup Entertainment for this year. And now look what else happened. They've been nominated for Best Animated Film at the Saturn Awards. The Saturn Awards is a serious contender. That is a serious one to have. And keep in mind, it's not the Razzie Award. It wasn't the Razzie. That's the Saturn. That's the one you really want to have. But I'm so proud. I'm so proud, and congrats to all the people behind this. I'm excited for Coyote versus Acme. I have my stuff ready. Okay,
So,
what do we got here?
horror.
What do we got here?
So horror has dominated this year at the Oscars. If we're going like, wait, what? The horror movies have been nominated for the Oscars. They include Sinners, Weapons, The Ugly Stepsister for some strange reason, probably for makeup and prosthetics, Frankenstein. But if you want to know what exactly who's been like nominated for here, I got something for here for the supporting category and lead. Yes, our wonderful Frankenstein, his actor has been nominated for Best Supporting Role. Michael B. Jordan is nominated for Sinners in Best Leading Role. The actor who played the Aunt in Weapons, she's nominated for Best Supporting Role. My two favorites over here.
Woo!
They are both nominated for a performance. But if you want to know who has the most, if you're going to say, wait, who has the most, like, nominees? Okay, where is it? It's right here. For the first time in Oscar history, a horror film has been nominated for 16 awards.
Wow.
Beating Titanic.
Wow.
Sinners just beat Titanic. It beat Lord of the Rings Return to the King. Think about that.
Oh, wow.
Sinners was
crazy.
the movie to see last year.
That is crazy because everybody held Titanic to the goldest standard possible. And look what happened. And that's not real hype, ladies and gentlemen. That is actual numbers. And those numbers are correct.
Okay, let's see. So it's kind of like right here. So okay, let's get to the Oculets. So like I said, this is like 16. This is 16 right here for the Academy. Doesn't come out. We won't know until March. But Best Director, Best Ryan Coogler, Best Picture, Actor, Supporting Actor. So that'll be Dull. That yes, as in Mr. So say the word you want to say. I don't want to say it. So sure you can. I will say it right now. I will say the word with you. Yes, it's that same guy who did an amazing job in this movie. Like the way he conveys everything. I think my favorite line from him is one of the earlier ones where white people do like our music. They just don't like it. No. Oh no, they like the blues. They just don't like who's singing it. So I'm like so true. And when he's telling that young actor who was the pastor's son about like, music is about this and that, and they're nominated for the song I Lied to You, so that's one of the other categories as well. Again, Best Supporting Actress, as in this lady right here. I cannot pronounce her name correctly, but professionally, Wanumi Mosuki is a Nigerian British actress. She's nominated. Probably one of my personal favorite candidates this year. Best Original Screenplay. I don't know why we have this right here. We don't need this. No, go away. Best cinematography because that movie was
Wait,
so
which one?
gorgeous.
Which
We
one?
don't need this right here. I don't know why we're doing the best casting, but who cares?
Wow. No, that what the fuck?
Leave that for the Golden Globes for best ensemble. Just say best ensemble, and then I'll be like, okay, that's it. But leave that for the Golden Globes. But it still beat the most nominations out there. Best cinematography, best film editing, costumes. Funny enough, some of the costumes in the background came from the Blade movie. That's been canceled. So the irony is, Marvel sold off their costumes for Blade for Sinners, and now they're being nominated for best costumes. I want this person to win. Get up to the stage and say, "Fuck Marvel." Please, that would be so funny. Best score because Look is amazing. Best makeup and hairstyling. Best production design. Original song, I Lied to You. Best sound and visual effects. So yeah, they're nominated like crazy over there. So, and it's one that I can really appreciate. Like again, like even when Jordan said that, oh, his mom got on the phone and said that, honey, you're nominated for a leading role. He couldn't believe it that oh my gosh, I'm nominated. I know Jacob is nominated for Frankenstein. Thank you so much. Daniel is
Yes.
nominated for Delroy's nominated for Sinners. I love that. So her name is Amy Mary Madigan. So that's Gladdy from Weapons. She freaking deserved that one right there because she was like unbelievable for someone all that prosthetics and makeup. It's like, damn, that was a really good choice actually out there. I'm trying to find out what else people are nominated for because I'm like, why is the Ugly Stepsister nominated? For I don't know. So, oh, there you go for best makeup and hairstyling. So, hey, pretty cool, pretty awesome. Sadly, no Rock, but the Smashing Machine was nominated for best makeup and hairstyling. I wish The Rock was nominated for a leading before the leading role, but hey, I'll take the Golden Globe nomination because I have still yet to see the Smashing Machine. But when Christopher Nolan is praising you, you deserve to win. But you and I know because yet again, no anime, so no Demon Slayer, no Chainsaw Man, and none of the other 5 films that were considered to be nominated. It happens. It happens. But why is Elo here? Is that just to get
that barely got any like any commercials,
I did see commercials here and there, even the
but not
theater
enough hype.
that I go to. But is this really what we're gonna keep doing? You know, get the ones that we say, okay, they at least are watching films. Like again, K-pop is on here. And Arco and the little Amelia or the character the Rain, these are nominated still to films I don't know about. So they are watching stuff. But then you get to stuff like Zootopia 2. I'm sure that could have been a spot for an anime movie or more international movies. Even Elo was like that could have been made for another international movie or an anime. But Tokyo Gore Blues, I haven't seen that. Tokyo Gore Blues, I haven't seen that yet. So, but I'll get on that. That's going to be on the list. But I guess if you're not Miyazaki or the director from Mirai of the Future, you're not going to get nominated. But do you know where one? But do you know where an anime? But there's one constantly. But there's also one weird thing because Crunchyroll, when they did their first anime awards ever, which to me, they called out the Academy Awards by going that like, oh, don't worry, we care about the award shows and everything. We wanted to like, no, you're only saying that because your name wasn't nominated. That's the only reason why you created the category and made that joke. Okay, where is it right here? Best feature, dependent. But some of our movies, if you want to get to be nominated, they are nominated elsewhere. But maybe one of these years they'll actually recognize some more anime films or not. But that's a sad thing. But we are making progress. I will admit that we're still making progress. We're still getting there, and more films are coming out to theaters. So please go see these movies so we can still get a chance to get them out the door. But we got some more movie news. Do you guys ready to see Jason Momoa as Lobo? Because we got a better look. He's got the cigars and everything, and the transition. Boom!
Oh, ooh,
Boom! Boom!
yes, yes.
And he's on the bike.
He's
and
on
he's
the
still
bike.
smoking.
Go back to the face. Go back to the face. Hey, I gotta see. I gotta see. Yes, that is correct.
This
That
is the Lobo. This is the face.
that is correct.
This, I know it's a little hard to see due to the compression and everything, but this is the Lobo. This is the face he makes.
Oh yes, that is perfect. That is perfect.
And this is, Jason will tell you 9 times out of 10.
This is the character.
That's a
he
copyright
wanted to-
music, so I got to be careful. This is his favorite character. Lobo is his favorite. And he originally thought for Zack Snyder that he was auditioning for Lobo. No, he was auditioning for Aquaman. He got the role for Aquaman. But this is the big upgrade. The big upgrade. My friends, when you cast people who love the characters, they understand the characters, and they admit and geek out like, this is my favorite character, you get stuff like this. I'm excited. I can't wait till Supergirl gets here. I know we're still months away, but it'll be here before you know it, and we can see what heaven, hell, Valhalla, Niflheim, all the places of religious hate Lobo. Because if you don't know, Lobo's kicked out of everything. Lobo is just kicked out of everything, so he can't even go places. So if he does die, they'll just kick him out and go, no, go away. So I'm excited. It's the right look. It's the right makeup. It's exactly who we want to see on the biggest screen possible. But now, I know what you're talking about. I know bullet signs probably still here somewhere. He-Man Masters of the Universe. The trailer came out. We got the visuals. Doesn't look bad, actually. It's directed by Kubo and Two Strings and Transformers. Bumblebee director, he's directing this. And I gotta say, Castle Grayskull looks accurate. Seeing the world that He-Man and everybody comes from. It looks good. It looks very good. Stuff looks a little shaky. Stuff can be better just a little bit. I have the power.
Yes.
I
Yes.
have the
I love this
love
scene.
is here. Also, he's shirtless, so thank you, guys. He-Man is shirtless when he does this. I have the power. Look, Adam's in the normal clothes and everything. There's Tila. We got the tiger. That's what we need. And then when you go to the world that they're living in, that's great. Also, Castle Grayskull. Yes. This even Kevin Smith got this right. Yes.
Yes.
What we need. The giants or whatever stone things here. Yes, thank you. And then I love how this looks. Looks more badass
Hold
in
on,
the
hold,
in
hold on,
either
hold
version
on,
of the
hold on,
ship.
hold on, hold it, hold it.
But you
Oh,
see the man in the myth himself in the clouds. When it comes to detail, there he is.
yes,
And
yes.
and can we get an applause for whoever did this design? Because this is better than the original show. Far better than the Kevin Smith adaptation. I think even better than the reboot / remake in the early 2000s. Because holy shit, they cooked with Skeletor. Like, I'm like, what? This is Skeletor? As in this is Skeletor. They,
This
they
is
did it.
Skeletor. This is
But
how
look
it
at the
should
close
have
up.
been.
This is him. This
That
is
is beautiful. Look,
Skeletor. That is Skeletor.
and I see the comment already. Jared Leto. No,
Hold
actually,
on.
this is good.
Hold
This
on.
is good.
Let him cook.
Before
Let
you
him
throw
cook.
your before you
Let
throw
him
your
cook.
before you throw your monitors out the window and your headset and destroy your rooms.
I'll give him a chance. And this is the role he's made to play.
And this is okay. I am okay with this because this makes sense.
Because he is a good actor. Because he started off good. He got the Academy Award for Dallas Buyers Club. He was good in Blade Runner 2049.
I
But
feel
some
like the low
projects.
point. I feel like his low point, which is not his fault. Keep in mind, folks, Jared Leto, it was not his fault for that Joker. It was not his fault.
He was way better when Snyder was directing him in the extended cut for obviously the Snyder version of Justice League, because it felt like, okay, he got to finally shine for what he said, that he did all these nasty things on for the production and making of Suicide Squad. He would send Will Smith bullets to go kill somebody, like the Joker would do. So I'm like, okay, he would send chocolate and flowers to Margaret because the Joker's manipulating Harley Quinn. I like that. And to everybody else, they got a lot of weird stuff. Although Viola Davis said that I'm glad I didn't get any of the stuff, because if it did, she did. She would send her husband to Jared. I'm like, well, her husband's a former football player, so I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that. But that's accurate to the Joker, because even he knows not to mess with Amanda Waller. I would say that would be kind of like my low point too, a little bit. But then again, like, he was great in Blade Runner, like what Luke Scott directed him in for that short, and then the actual theatrical film by Danny Villeneuve. So he was good. I'm like, he can do it. But after that, it's just some bad calls here and there from his agents. And he was kind of a jerk on Morbius. So, and he said that I will stop doing the whole method acting. But he's a good singer. He has some humanity, because you can see him in a concert on YouTube where I guess somebody had a freak accident, or was a little bit too crowded. He stops the concert, goes like, wait, stop, guys. Can you guys just take a couple steps back? So he does have humanity left. And I'm not going to blame from Tron areas. Like me and Nick, we went deep diving into that movie already, so I'm not going to repeat my thoughts here. But I actually like him in this role.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to do it justice if he's got a good direction, good screenplay, with this beautiful masterpiece of the prosthetics. I'm like, yes. I will give him the benefit of the doubt, and I will kiss a cow if he nails it. I'm willing to let him cook. Cheerleader. But yeah. Oh man. Now, do I think the movie will be good? We can wait and see for that one. I there's some part of me that's still saying like, who is this for? But I guess the trailer convinced a fair amount of people to be like, I'll give it a shot. And if you want to see a cool poster, finally we're stopping. We're
Oh, this is a good poster. I like
we are
this.
stopping with the ridiculous. Just show everybody the main cast on screen. This, my friends, this is a proper poster. None of that
It's
ugly
just
stuff.
it's just him and
Clean,
Skeletor. That's it. That
clean.
is
It's what I want to see. Clean, thank you. And it feels like something you would see if they were making a big live action He-Man movie.
and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This is a show, not tell. We already know who's in this poster. He-Man's right there. There's the sword. There's Skeletor on his throne in Castle Grayskull. There's the staff he has. This is how you build hype correctly. This gives like, oh, I am so excited for this. Because guess what? No one else is in here. It's just He-Man and Skeletor. That's it. That's all you need. And
And you got to remember with the
Joker
original.
is correct because this keeps the focus on He-Man and Skeletor, the good guy versus the ultra bad guy. That's all you need. We did not need She-Ra. We did not need the other. We did not need the others.
Characters.
We didn't need the other characters. We only want this. It's the minimalistic that makes it work, and that I applaud. I am happy like Joker is that they did away with that stupid bullshit of having everybody all on the fucking poster.
But like
Do
we
that
don't
for
need that. I'm glad that
do
trend
that
is finally dying.
do that afterwards. Do that after the movie comes out. Do that afterwards.
Put that like on the reverse cover of a DVD box because I hate the whole
Oh,
plan to just
like
put
that.
like what would have been so cool to see a better an Avengers Endgame photo posters instead of it's everybody on the no. Give me back to actual artistry. Like this is something out of the 80s and 90s completely. Thank you. Even for Superman First Steps had a clean poster. I'm like, it starts. Yes. I'll even give props to the last Jurassic Park movie. I didn't like the movie at all. So I was like, come on, Gareth, you're better than this. But one of the posters was actually really good. I was like, yeah, that's a proper movie poster. So thank you for whoever did this poster. Keep it up. We have until June 5th. We got some time before that, but I really hope this does well. I really do. I really hope this does well. I want it to do well. So we'll go from there. But we got a couple more news left. It looks like the Mighty Number 9 studio has shut down.
Oh. Oh.
Not even sure lost. Mighty Number 9 Record team, development team, they have shut down its doors.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, this further proves of what Joker and I said on the New Year's Eve on the New Year's on the New Year's edition of Knightcast, what our future trends were. This is one of them. This is one of those that we are seeing that as a continuation. No, and keep in mind, folks. No, me and Joker are not trend chasers. We know what's going on as it happens, and where is it going? Where is it all? What does it all mean? We give our honest opinion on it. We may get some things right, we may get some things wrong, but that's okay. we're proud of being wrong, because being right all the time, Joker, it gets boring real fast, real fast. But yes, concept. Wow, I can't even. I'm amazed. I even said that. That is. Oh, that is a tongue twister. Mighty Number 9. Ooh, not that game. Oh my lord, that game. Ooh,
Record.
that game that could. um, but this is just part of the trend of where this is going, and it's gonna keep happening one way or another, folks.
Sad to say, but I'm really trying to figure out what other games they have made. I'm like, what else? I know they did.
Now look,
Final-
now look. We're not crapping on the devs, the storyboard artists. None of that trash. None of that trash, because what happened is beyond all reason, and that's it. I wish them well in their future endeavors of where they go after this, and that's it. That's it. Anyway, I'm trying to think as well what other games they did, but I do recognize Mighty Number 9. I
I
do
believe
recognize.
that's the level 5 studio, one of them. So that would be the official. Stuff, but I'll check into that later. But here's the final one. Now, you remember that live action Gundam movie with Sydney Sweeney that's still coming out?
Oh yeah,
Well, all according to plan, because it was starting production with Netflix with that big. I shall refresh everybody's mind on what kind of like the first thing we ever got with. I shall refresh everybody with the memory of. Okay, blow this up. With this one because that was like the first ever photo we ever got for the Gundam. That photo way back in the day, and we're like, really? So where's this movie? Like where's it coming in? Okay, let me do the better one. Here it is. So, and it still looked good, but apparently, like I said, it went from originally being at Netflix to it kind of like slowly. There's no updates, so it went back to Legendary Pictures. They still hold the rights to it. Then they were making the movie with, getting Sydney Sweeney and Noah Centineo on this. And like I said, all according to Netflix, all according to plan, because now they seal the deal. Because Netflix has signed a deal to release the live action Gundam movie. So it just looped right back around like, we're not going to spend money on this anymore, but we will distribute it. I find that to be funny and ironic because it's like, okay, so it's with them. They're making it. No update. We get the poster. I'm like, oh, all right. It's not too bad. I like seeing the White Devil. Nice. And then it kind of slowly goes away, and then here it is. So I do hope this movie is good because when it's in that development for that long, you just hope for the best and be like, hey, you got Sydney Sweeney, Noah Centineo, two actors, and I really admire. So good luck. Now, question for you, for Sydney. You think she's going to be a Gundam pilot? Because we have female Gundam pilots.
And that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? It's gonna be like, oh, get plus, ew.
No.
Bullshit.
Gundam does girls
Bullshit.
better.
Yes, because
Unless you're with Mercury, unfortunately.
we got Luminara Hawk, Lacus Klein. Oh no, sorry. Let me back that up one bit. Luminara Hawkeye, Lacus Klein.
You do have the people from Seeds, although I will say Seeds is like the okayish Gundam out of all of them.
We have a few other pilots from Gundam Mobile Suit Gundam, um the
Where's
third
Madman? We need Matt here because he's our resident Gundam expert. But there are gun people who have pilot the famous Gundams. Not always just the males. We do have the females as well. So, but then again, we do have some admirals as well. There's been a ton of female admirals. Both these even go back to the original Gundam. There was that.
actually in
I
Gundam.
forgot what was her name, because I remember watching the second movie compilation that's based off the middle section of the original series, and then they're like, guys, get in here. We need to all do a group photo with everybody that's on the ship. And there was that female admiral. I think she was an admiral or just one of the officers that everybody really liked because she was pretty, but also she was a good strategist. She had a nice kind of voice for people, kind of like be like their guiding light, even though if they were stressing out, she would calm them down. And it's like, get in here again, the group photo. And some people were a little like, how close are we got to be in here? So Sydney can be like one of those characters as well. So it is possible for her to be like any role. And being Noah, I'm like, of course Noah's going to be a freaking Gundam pilot. He has to be. There's no way he's not a freaking goddamn pilot.
Yeah, and also the one that was escaping me was Mobile Suit Gundam, the 08th MS team. There's that one too. But this is good because guess what? The female Gundam pilots do have a reason to be there. It's not just random, ladies and gentlemen. It's they have a reason and a place to be there. It's not just thrown together like, okay, we have a female Gundam pilot. No, the female Gundam pilots have story, character development, backstory, who they are, personalities. See, there you go.
Little Mari's one of them, so
And who I have back there hanging up on the wall, who I have back there.
I think this is from QX. Yeah, that looks like the new design for that's QX over there. Some of the more. Ooh.
Every time I see the one on.
Well, I'm just gonna go through this, see like who do they pick at? Oh, of course they put. No, she's a pilot. No, she's not the best.
No, get out of here with that garbage. Get out of here with that bullshit. Get the fuck out.
I mean, she's not okay. She's not bad. I would say maybe top 50 pilots. She wasn't bad. I do like.
I do like her. I like Ira.
Ira was fine. I think the show needed to be longer, but I understand what they were going for. They were making more of a thriller than a heavy action series. So I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Like not the
I
best.
would like to see I would, but I'm open to more with her. I am open
Give me
to
a season
it.
2. What does she do after? Because she didn't because Xenon was fleeing. Because the Xenon army was fleeing because they're like, all right, the rebels got us. We need to get out of here. But she didn't escape with everybody. She stayed behind to protect everybody. So I would love to see a season 2 or where would they like to go over with that Canadian team over there in UE5. Because I will still admit, seeing the Zanakus in UE5, oh God. I will tell you, seeing the Zanakus in Gundam in this style, woo, pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. That parachute scene of them diving, I'm like, oh hell yeah, this is cool. Or seeing the White Devil be the White Devil, I was like, no wonder why it's nicknamed that. I like it. So not the best. So what else they got over here for Gun? The Ace of. Ooh. I don't know this one. Do you know this one? Catalina lost the Ace of Zankar's Empire.
I
Mobile
recognize her.
Victory.
Yep. Yeah, I thought she looked familiar because I do remember Mobile Suit Victory Gundam.
Was she a good pilot? Like, was she like kind of one of the better ones out there? Or?
I would put her in the top 20.
Okay, like top 20. Okay. So we got like a top 20. Man, I wish
like a respected top 20. And
okay.
I wish we had more of her. I wish we did.
Really? Okay. I gotta check this out.
I
Who
could be wrong,
else?
but keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, it has been so long since I've seen this anime. I could be wrong,
If
but
we had
I'll
Maddie
leave it.
here, he would be answering these questions for us left and right.
Yep.
I cannot pronounce his name, so I'm gonna pronounce the last one. Not Nyan, a peace-loving fighter pilot from.
Let's call him
Oh,
Rez.
there you go, Gundam Wing.
Let's just call him Rez. We'll call him Rez for short. That way,
Rez.
people know. Yeah,
Okay, so
REZ.
Rez. So Rez. So okay, you're the wing guy, so you should know this one easily.
A peace-loving fighter pilot. He is from Gundam Wing.
This is the best female pilots. Female. Is he a
Female
female?
pilot? Could be.
Is it?
Lucrezia.
Lucrezia. Hang on, let me look this up. Lucrezia. Lucrezia. Okay, hold on. Lucrezia Resin is. Yeah, female. So it is a female.
She is
Okay.
a good character. I actually
Okay.
like her. She would fall more in line with like the five main guys. She would fall in line with them, but she has her reasons though. And when she talks about it, you understand from a point. It's like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. I like her.
Okay.
Relena has her own reasons and her own story, and she's
Okay,
there
good.
for a reason.
Excellent. Okay.
And
What else?
Lucrezia has her reasons for being here as well, which are both respected. They're both
Okay.
respected, and I understand the why.
Okay, Maria Cruz, the ace pilot of the sleeves.
Oh,
Okay, I
okay.
know that suit from somewhere. I just don't know her. So it's like, oh,
Okay,
that's right, unicorn.
I did
Unicorn,
not get
unicorn,
I did
unicorn.
not get that far. I did not get that far in
Neither did I. I'm
Unicorn.
like, the suit's recognizable. I'm like,
But I do recognize, but I do know who she is, but the mech suit escapes me. I stopped around this point. So
I think I
Moralia
was
Cruz.
close to this point too. I'm like, okay, the name's familiar. So I don't know if it's still on. Oh my God, Matt, get in here. Okay, Matt. Okay, Matt. I need you to do me a favor. Type in who are the best female pilots, please. We're trying
You too,
to
Dan.
figure out
Thank
who
you for
Sydney
stopping
Sweeney's
by. I hope
character
you
is.
had a fantastic stream. I hope you had a fantastic
Because
stream,
we're trying to
buddy.
figure out who Sydney Sweeney might play. I said a Gundam pilot to. Oh, that would be. You heard it here, folks. You've heard of here. Thank you, Maddie. Because I'm trying to figure out who Sydney Sweeney's character is going to play. Okay, hold on. Let's go through this. I want to see Matt have a hard time. I made a card cut. The fierce positive.
I love this.
Oh
woman.
God,
I loved.
Spoiler.
I loved Amita.
Spoiler. I'm not that far.
I love Amita, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Joker, with all due respect to you,
Okay, we'll leave it at
keep an
that.
eye
And
on
who's
this.
the number one?
Keep an eye on this
Oh.
woman.
I'm on Connor, one of the Xeon best.
Yes, come on. Yes,
Okay,
for that.
so we got something right.
Earn that
Okay.
spot. Get no bar none. Bar none.
Okay.
So we have our females.
So we kind of got their females, but Maddie gave us the best choice. So thank you, Maddie. I appreciate you, fellow Gundam brothers. So just remember, this movie is going to come out.
But the question is, which Gundam movie is it? But which Gundam movie is it gonna be? We don't know that yet.
I heard rumors. There was rumors years ago where they kind of said Year One, War One. So that would be. That's where I heard like this movie might adapt or kind of be within that timeline. So it was like Year One, War One. So that would be like them on the. Is that the? I think it was like Universal Century. So like within that timeline where it's like the first war and everything. So it's like So again, I wish I was more familiar with the Gundam War, but that's what I recall years ago, and the only person I was talking to, sadly, the store shut down. So we'll see. We're gonna have to wait and see because we only had that first image years ago. To the only updates we had was like last year or like the year before that. Was really hearing that Sydney Sweeney was going to be the movie with Noah Centineo. So this will be a wait and see, friends. So hopefully it will do the franchise justice. And what I've been told a little bit is that Sunrise is in production with them, so it's like a joint operation. So it's like, you better do this right. But that is all the news I have for us. Maddie, thank you for stopping by last few minutes with our resident mecha expert. Thank you so much. First, I would have gone with the script Sid Mead was working on with his pitch for a live-action Gundam movie with Armored Chard as brothers and Xeon as an AI. Okay, that could work.
That can work in the setting.
That could work. Because, like I said, I was still going through the movie collection of with Armon and Char in it. So I'm like, you know what? Because those are the ones I'm familiar with outside of Iron Blood's Orphan. And like I said, with Seed, still going through that one. That's the okayish Gundam, and I do have that one Gundam figure up there. So there's that. But that's all the news I got. This is my last Knightcast. Like I said, I will be on vacation starting tomorrow. So I won't be here next Wednesday, but that will be with more of Phoenix Press. So you guys will have Phoenix and Amber Knight going through their news.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, Joker, Matt, thank you again for the last minute, but hey, it's welcome because you saved us a major league headache here. We'll keep you all up to date on the Gundam as it comes out. The news has been phenomenal. And also rest in peace to the two magnificent people of the respective crafts. And Joker, from all of us here on Knightcast, from me to the chat to our friends, have a safe journey and have a great time. We will miss you. Yeah, for the Caribbean, you go relax. You just sit. When you're sitting on that chair, I want you to have fun. And also drink a martini for me. I'm joking.
I'll be drinking on the behalf of my coworkers. Like imagine Terminator with mobile suits. Like actually, that would be badass. Imagine Terminator with mobile suits. So like that would be badass. Actually,
but everybody, I will see you all tomorrow night. Joker won't be here for the watch party. We're holding that off until he gets back. So tomorrow and then the Thursday after that is just going to be another game stream. I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow night, but that's okay. Because what matters is Joker is having that vacation that he has earned, and I am all for it. Joker, one of the segments for the return show for you, we're going to dedicate a segment to your Caribbean trip. We want to see photos and everything.
I promise I'll take a lot. Also, on the islands, time is very limited, so we only have several hours here and there before we got to get back on the ship. But don't worry, I will do my best to take in the scenery by myself.
And we can go as long as you want. And we can go as long as you want. This is your thing. We can go as long as you need. But also, everybody, check out everybody else's channels. Big thank you to Matt for that Gundam help. Various Dan, Jorge, Bullet Silence, Neary 4x4, Sailor Outlaw George, Trollmonger, Charlie Nuclear, Lilith. Who else was in here? And that was it. And everybody on Twitter and everybody on Rumble. Thank you all again for making all of this happen. We love doing this. I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, everybody.